Hi Libra, here is your November Tarotscope. Okay, we've got some takers. Things are moving quickly for you this month. Things will be picking up, and advancing rapidly. You may not have a chance to catch your breath. Get your holiday shopping now. Start now, because I feel like you are going to kind of wake up in December and be like, what the hell just happened? Where have I been? How did I get here? I'm excited. I'm happy for what happened, but like, I have no concept of time. Moving forward without overthinking. Libra, let's be so fucking for real. You gotta free yourself from the shackles of the overthink. And this month, the rapid progression is going to allow you to act first, think later, to follow that ambition and to not get lost in the proverbial mental sauce, you know, like to allow you to enjoy what you're doing, to take full, take the bulls by the horn in a way and just go for it and not have to like justify it and reason it and flip it and flop it and go back and forth and weigh it, you know, as you so eloquently and beautifully do. But like, no, not this month. We are action. We are moving forward. Things are rapidly progressing, and it's a freedom from overthinking. It's a freedom from living in your head this month. More embodiment, a lot more embodiment. What else do we have for, okay, magic. You are going to experience a lot of beautiful magic. You're going to receive a lot of messages. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities. You may even, like, if you were just talking about, you know, say you have like my dad's name is Bill, he passed away. And, you know, sometimes I talk about my dad and then I'll go somewhere else and I know it's a common name, but you hear the name Bill and you're like, little wink from little Popsy Poo, you know? So I feel like you're going to receive messages in some fun and unexpected ways, but you're also going to have a lot more excitement and like play with how magic the world is around you and how much like you have an infinity of resources available to you mentally, spiritually, with your guides, with your angels, with yourself even. And there's a lot of power in your hands, but I feel like this isn't as much you be like getting into your witchy ways kind of thing, more so you experiencing a lot of magic around you, because everything is going to be moving very, very, very quickly. You maybe won't be as intentional as we like to be. Like when we work with the moons, you know, new moons, full moons, etc., you may not even have the time because things are going to be working so rapidly. But this is more so like just enjoying all of the magic that's being showered upon you. It's a lot of love from your guides. It's a lot of, you know, this is like for some of you, the first month of your new year, you know? So your guides and angels are like, all right, we got you. Happy New Year, girl. Happy New Year to you. This is what we want next? No. Okay, well, that was fun. That was a fun little decoy card. What else do the luscious Libras need to know about November? What? Ooh. Okay. The cards are tired, my little angels. I am just going to cleanse them very quickly. This is the last of 12, so these cards have been working OT today. All right. What do our Libras need to know? What message do you have for our Libras about November? Thank you. A progression, working towards things. Things are happening for you and things are very much in harmony and in balance. There is a real, like, again, we've talked about progression, but this is not only getting you to your short-term goals, this is getting you to your long-term goals. This is really allowing you to have perspective of where you're at. Like, I don't know if you've ever like hiked a mountain or gone up a mountain, but like if you start at the legs are coming back. If you start at the base, as you continue to go up, you keep looking back and seeing the view and being, you know, in astonishment about, wow, like how beautiful. You take photos, you know, you're a couple hundred meters up and then you get a little more and then you get a little more and your photos are getting more and more spectacular. Your views are getting more and more ineffable, you know, the panoramic views are insane, whereas before all you had was this like gorgeous little slice of a view over some trees and you were like incredibly happy with that. This is like one of those steps where you're not quite at the top of the mountain, but you have a beautiful appreciation for where you're at and where you're going. There is a lot of forward momentum, and it's just a few hops, skips, and jumps away. Like, there is a bird's eye view that you are seeing from your life, and you are able to see the steps that are necessary for you to take to get to where you need to go. And you can see how this movement is really, you know, it's taking you away from the questioning, because you wouldn't have allowed yourself to get this perspective if you had the ability to dictate how it was going to go. You would have fought it every step of the way. And this is bringing you to some boss shit. This is, if you are in business, you know, this is a really profitable time for you. We've already talked about things moving very quickly, but this guy's large and in charge. He is the King of Pentacles. He is like the rich daddy of the thing. He's able to provide for people, but he's also able to make his money work for him. He's not just worried about financial, you know, abundance, prosperity. He's looking at wealth as a holistic thing. It's energy, it's health, it's all of it. It's money, yes, but it's also providing for your loved ones, and it's also being able to set yourself up for success. And November is looking gorge for that. Also, business. Like, you need, maybe you need a power suit to feel very powerful in as things are working for you, because sometimes when things happen very rapidly, very quickly, we don't get the ability to, you know, prepare ourselves for what's happening. But if you are able to have a couple of things that make you feel very powerful. He's got a gorgeous little watch on his wrist. Whether it's a watch, whether it's a piece of jewelry, I grab my grandma's rings when I do the horoscopes, Tarotscopes, because it brings me close to her. She was a Cancer as well, but it gives me it makes me feel powerful. It makes me feel like I'm supported and I'm backed by, you know, my ancestors, but also like my badass grandma. So grab something that makes you feel powerful, that makes you feel supported, and makes you feel like you are, you know, that boss bitch, that like really successful, beautiful person that you are, and that you can be proud of how you show up in the world and in your business. What else do we have for Libra? Reversed? No, upright. There is an assessment with addiction here. It may be, you know, a literal thing like alcohol or, you know, cigarettes, drugs, whatever. Or it could be relationship, you know, toxic relationship. But also even with yourself, with your loved ones, whatever it is, it's releasing yourself from the cycle and allowing yourself to overcome that devil inside, to do the work to get into the psyche and to undo that voice that keeps calling you back into it. You know, when you're a kid, your parents are like, you know, fire's hot, don't touch. It's like, this is giving the energy that there is some fire that you can't stop touching, Libra, and you are being asked to reassess, to get in on that psychological part of yourself that doesn't feel like you can overcome this, or that you deserve anything better than this, and allow yourself to really get to this point of success and release the demons and the burdens that are like not yours in the way where, of course, you know, we all have our own demons and burdens and those things, but the things that you really are, you know, escaping, like a lot of addiction stems from trauma. And so if you can do the work to get into, maybe it's overspending. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be a vice that is illegal or that is frowned upon, or, you know, something like that. It could be overspending. It could be anything like that. But it's asking you to define those stories, where did the story come from? Where did it go wrong? What are you trying to supplement? What are you trying to overcome? And, you know, depending on how deep, you know, that coffin is, or that womb or tomb or whatever is, you know, there may be a lot of professional help required for that. But allow yourself to move forward and to get curious about the things that are keeping you stuck in the patterns. Maybe it's the things that if you weren't able to just have that rapid progression and move forward, maybe it's even thought patterns that you're addicted to. That story that like, I'm a victim, I need saved, I need somebody to come in and scoop me up and make everything better. I need somebody to help make my business successful, or whatever those stories are, that I'll never be good enough, I'll never have love, or whatever it is. You need to examine your addiction to that story, that journey for yourself. And that's that's your Scorpio fucking shadowy part of this, right? I'm like not saying it like there you go, but you know, some of these readings have been like harsh, you know, like it's been, Scorpio season isn't light for everybody. And for you, it's taking care of one aspect of you in terms of like moving things forward, making things really successful, so that you can examine the other thing that's been holding you back. Okay. What do we have here? Are you sure? No, okay. Oh my gosh. One more. Come on, guys. One more. Let's do this work for our gorgeous little Libras. They deserve it. Woo. You're almost there. Strength, wisdom, perseverance. You are overcoming a lot. Just as you think you're at the finish line, there is something else that crops up that is like a bit of an obstacle, but it's not going to knock you out. It's not going to allow you to abandon your journey, to abandon your destiny. This is just one more stop on the way to the ultimate fucking tale, where you are able to provide for yourself, where you are able to do these things so beautifully because of the work that you've put in for yourself. But like, this is not discounting how hard you've worked to come here. This is celebrating it. Like, all of the work that you've done, the wisdom, the perseverance, the hard work to get to where you are, don't abandon it because it's hard right now. It's going to move you. It's going to get you through so much. And give yourself some credit, Libra. You guys are fucking killing it. And I am here to tell you that. Happy November.